Welcome to Super Chats. I'm Nick.
I'm Cameron.
Carlos.
And this week, we're going to try and dip the drama.
That's the drama going over my shoulder.
There's a tiny bit.
There's a little bit of drama.
There's a little bit.
Just a tiny bit.
We don't want to do that. We're not going to have a drama stream up 24/7, 365. We're better than that. We're not that kind of people. We don't want to speculate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, well, I mean, like, we do.
Yeah,
but, like, we like speculating based on facts and things that are established.
Until there's, like, more to report on, we're kind of officially entering the let's talk about positive things that we all like.
Yeah.
You know, the conceit of the show we've run for a year.
Exactly.
We don't watch the stuff that irritates us.
So, as far as the Dokibird Solid Nijisanji situation is concerned, we are now going to direct it towards just positive vibes for Dokibird, basically, and then we're going to avoid the rest of whatever the hell is going on. There's a lot of stuff happening online.
There's a few things that I would like to mention regarding this, but like we're all like the big long like whatever the turbo rat postings or whatever you call them. We're not gonna go through that.
Yeah, we're gonna. That is speculative to the extreme. There is no verification of anything that has been posted in any of those things. None of the talents involved have actually said anything directly. It's literally just rampant speculation and shit posting online. And so we're gonna dip. Like I said, we're gonna dip that. We're gonna avoid it, and we're just gonna talk about the things that we know for as certain as we can know them, you know? And like Dokibird funny. That's a good one. I like Dokibird being funny.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Dokibird VTuber.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Super Chats, and we're going to talk about VTubers.
Yeah.
All right, let's get the drama out of the way.
There's just a couple of things that I want to mention real quick, and then we'll just mention in passing, and we'll get over it.
Gotcha.
So, anime conventions have been happening.
Okay. Oh no.
You got to watch out at anime conventions with that stuff right now. It's not going well for fans at conventions. More specifically, it's not going well for fan artists.
Okay, I'm confused and concerned. I need a little more information.
I've seen the aftermath of this. I didn't know what spun it off, what begun it. Go ahead.
Nijisanji fan artists in the artist alleys are getting pretty nasty harassment right now.
Oh, well, don't do that. That's bad.
Good work. Really cool.
Why? Legitimately, I get you're upset, but don't attack talent and don't attack fan artists and don't like.
We thought it went without saying.
Yeah.
And I've said it before. I guess that I never said don't attack fan artists before, but don't attack fan artists.
My house burned down. Now I hate the company that made the tires for the truck that didn't get to my home in time.
Yeah.
What? We thought Michelin Man was safe, but no.
First of all, I really respect Studio Nekomata and like the other ones that have come out and been like, we're gonna sell out our Nijisanji stuff and we're not making any more. But I don't disrespect people for continuing to make the stuff that they've made for years. Like at the same time, like
yeah,
I get it. It's weird. It's wonky, but it's a lot easier, frankly, for everyone to just go, oh, I'm not going to buy that, and then walk away. Like you don't even have to tell them you're not going to buy it. Certainly don't be mean to them for this.
Yeah, like, they don't have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
So.
Literally nothing. Like approach, like beyond nothing, like less than nothing. Like they're selling art they drew before literally anything happened. And newsflash, you can still be a fan of talents. It's not like they're selling fan art of like corporate drama. They didn't see this situation go, I'm going to draw these people not having a good time, and I'm going to draw Nijisanji at the top of the stock market. Like, no, these are the people they like. This is YouTuber fan art.
Yeah.
And the YouTubers did nothing, as far as we know.
It's not even like Nijisanji doesn't even get a cut. It's fan art.
That said, like, I talked about this earlier. I knew about the aftermath, but I didn't have enough time to figure out where it was all coming from. A lot of Nijisanji livers have been posting, like, I support artists.
Yeah.
I support fan artists. did something happen to fan arts? And I scrolled for a bit and I couldn't figure out what happened to fan artists.
That's what's going on.
All I saw was like negative posts going, it's weird they all posted at the same time, the same thing. It's like, now that I understand your context, like I too would post the same thing. Imagine organizing.
Yeah. And a more entertaining note regarding conventions, though, as there have been people cosplaying as the Nijisanji CEO.
Yeah, those are really good.
Those have been hilarious.
There's been some really good memes coming out.
Yeah.
And like, I'm here for the memes. Don't get me wrong. I'm a traditional chuckle fuck on the internet. I just like I like laughing at fucked up stuff sometimes. Like, listen. Anybody that's been through any shit in their life knows that sometimes it's easier to laugh than cry. And I'm not crying about Nijisanji one way or another right now, but it's a lot easier to laugh about a lot of these fucked up situations, right?
Yeah.
Like, dark comedy is what I'm getting at. Like, it's laughing in the face of, like, that's really sad and uncomfortable. I guess I can laugh about it, though, if somebody makes a funny enough meme. And like the guy going around dressed as the CEO of Nijisanji at conventions and handing out termination notices to everybody cosplaying talents is like...
It's not just that he's cosplaying him. It's not just that he's terminating talents as he roams the convention halls. It's that he has people following him, bringing the checkerboard background everywhere he goes.
Yeah, it's like, it's so over the top and well done. It's fantastic. So like, this is dark comedy just like dialed to 11 and brought in like aggressively into the public. It's so good.
It's a very innocent way of doing it.
I have an idea for the new backdrop for the podcast.
I would like to apologize. We haven't had to have our ukulele moment yet, which is probably for the best, I guess. Not a lot of people have watched episode 7 after all of our podcast.
I would like to apologize for how episode 7 went.
I don't know what happened in episode 7.
Episode 7 was our moment.
I will believe you 100%.
We've come a long way. We've learned a lot.
We've learned a lot since episode 7, 14, and 49.
49 was an episode, I bet.
49 was not as bad as 7, but it was worse than 14. Good bit, solid bit.
4-bit.
8-bit.
6-bit it is. Oh, man.
Right.
More on the upside, though.
I got a few other little minor things, like somebody posted on the Nijisanji Reddit here like a day ago, and the post was explicitly said, I'm testing whether the mods are active right now, and he just posted things that broke every single subreddit rule, and no mods responded. It's still there.
I flared it wrong. I'm posting pornography. I'm harassing the talents. I'm disparaging the company. I'm harassing users.
He posted fan art and then claimed it as his.
Yeah, it was his. It was his porn. He drew it.
Yeah.
I like the fact that he's there. There's a classic image that you can find online if you look it up. There used to be like the 10 rules in Hollywood that you could not break. And so somebody took a picture of a person breaking all of these rules. It was like, evil can never win. You can never show a Tommy gun on screen. Women must be fully clothed at all times. Like, no money for drugs, no drug use, like all this stuff. And it's just somebody like with a Tommy gun, like shooting a cop.
So total side tangent. A part of Sony's leak forever ago, again, crazy side tangent, was like the official like rule Bible for Spider-Man.
Okay.
And there's an interesting thing. They list off stuff Spider-Man isn't allowed to be in portrayals. And one of them is like, he cannot be gay. He is straight and in love with Mary Jane or Gwen. He can't sell drugs. He won't use guns. And at the bottom of the list is, if he is black suited, he can do any of these. So people got excited.
Oh my God.
Gay Spider-Man slinging drugs. Black suited Spider-Man swinging through the project, slinging drugs to the people, harassing children. It's like, what the
Kissing boy. You son of a bitch.
I'm gay and I think weed's a good time.
Fuck, let's hang out. Like, black suited Spider-Man sounds like a fucking boss.
It's like, it's so weird that it's so like explicitly in writing.
Oh my God. That's amazing. Just like, I mean, you have to have those rules whenever you have an established brand. We've talked about this a little bit, especially when I found the V Shoujo brand guidance document that I thought was really interesting. This is the stuff that makes my brain like tingle a little bit. Is like everyone laughs about Nintendo being super litigious. Or Disney being super litigious. And to an extent, yeah, they're way over the top. But also, like, they have a very, very strong family-oriented brand. And they defend it very thoroughly. Like, so it makes sense to a certain extent. It sucks, but there's a part of me that's just like, yeah, I guess you gotta fight for... Listen. There's a lot of like Pokemon porn out there. There's a lot of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs all at one time.
Oh God!
Like, you know, that stuff exists, but
wait, don't click off. Don't click off.
Hold on, wait. There's a point here. I swear. Hi ho. It's off to work week.
Is that the
point? No, it's just like they have to if they see that stuff, they kind of have to try and take it down because like. It takes one misclick on the internet nowadays, and suddenly you're just like, wow, there's Beauty and the Beast. You know, like, the internet, like, as much as the internet used to be a lot more of a Wild West, it still is to a certain extent.
Yeah. Any other good news, Carlos?
Yeah, what were we talking about here?
I feel like we hit a lot of the good news, unless you're hiding some from us.
Just a couple other minor points I'll make real quick. There's been a lot of defenders popping up now. Please don't argue with them.
Yeah.
Don't feed the trolls.
There's already enough people arguing with them as is. Just let them be.
Just don't feed the trolls.
If someone makes an argument and it frustrates you instead of intrigues you, that is not a real person. You have encountered a false person. The best thing to do at this point is to turn away, pretend you need to be somewhere else, and go get your back massaged.
Ooh, that would be nice.
I couldn't remember the full Stanley Parable bit, but just look up Stanley Parable, How to Deal with a Not Real Person video guide. That's how you should treat people who make frustrating arguments and not good faith ones. They're not real people. You have encountered a false person. How unfortunate.
The only thing to do is just walk away. It's just walk away. That's mostly what you have to do with a lot of stuff like
Pull
this.
out your iPod Nano, blast Nickelback, and turn away. If everyone cared and nobody cried.
All right, that's enough.
The only other statement...
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the bit that was too much tonight. Did you put a little cap on Calli?
I did. She's a KFP member right now.
I feel like that's hell for her.
Well, she puts other people in hell, so you know what? It's fine.
Sorry, Reaper.
Fry some Phoenix.
Yeah.
All right, and then there's a note here about lawyer YouTubers.
Yeah, the only other thing I'll note is there are actual like real lawyer content creators that they do YouTube content for fun, and some of them have been picking up on this now. I highly recommend finding like there's one that's specifically Canadian out there, and
A trustworthy Canadian.
so
I'll believe it when I see it.
there's some
hurt
mixed
you?
there's some mixed ones out there too. So you got to watch out for some of them. They're still content creators at heart. Some of them.
I'll just say in general, be cautious with Dokibird declaring she wants to stay silent and avoid this subject, and Nijisanji now entering an era where they need to repair their reputation. We are now in a wild west of speculation and drama bears coming out from their hibernation. The only people left who are reporting on this subject are going to be people who either got to it late and find it fascinating, like lawyers, or people who are going out of their way to frustrate and harass, like some of the worst members of either defense force. At this point, exercise caution, and if you are a good faith individual, try to avoid being a part of this.
Yeah. We've descended into tribalistic combat on the battlefield of Twitter. And it's best to avoid such things if you know what's good for you.
Support the talent you enjoy. Avoid toxicity. I don't know if you've noticed, but toxicity is what got us here. And this is not a good place. This was a dark, miserable place.
Yeah. So build, don't destroy. Build up the people you support, and don't worry about the people out there that don't support you.
Thankfully, Dokibird's been having a pretty good time with a lot of her stuff.
Yes, she has just crossed 600,000 subscribers, which is really good. Congratulations to her for that. That's really big.
She's almost big enough for us.
She is currently lapping a lot of her old Niji EN members now.
Yeah, hilariously, she hit 600K right about the same time Narissa Ravencroft did from Hololive English Generation 3 Advent. So that's really funny to me, as I was just like, oh, 2 great creators hit 600K this week. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So 2 people I really support a lot and think are awesome.
Congrats to both.
And they're both burbs. Amazing. It's like the
birds.
It's the light bird and the dark burb.
Yeah.
I bet they kiss. Anyway. So yes, a little off track there, whatever. Who cares? Dokibird, though, has 600K subscribers and is participating in a Pal World Twitch Rivals as a captain. So not only did Twitch reach out to her and be like, yeah, we still like you a lot. They're like, you want to be part of Twitch Rivals? And she was like, hell yeah. And then they were like, you want to be a captain? And she was apparently like, hell yeah.
That's right.
So
you had to scramble to find a couple of people to play with. So.
yeah, I like how Coefficient and Nags were the people that immediately, Coefficient's like, me and Nags, we'll do it.
There's been a lot of people reaching out.
That was the first one I saw. I don't know who she's decided to team up with.
I don't know. I know Asmongold reached out to her too.
What the fuck? All right, fine. I guess bringing everybody together. It's Smash Bros. Ultimate. Everybody's in. Asmongold.
Asmon!
Gold. So that's, I mean, it's really cool. Can you explain to me what Twitch Rivals is?
I don't know exactly what it is.
Okay, we're going to have to do a little bit of Googling here.
I know they do a lot of different tournaments. Like, that's big, huge creator collaborations.
The evolution of competitive entertainment.
Oh, I see.
Twitch Rivals spawns your favorite streamers in head-to-head competition in some of the biggest games on Twitch. With over 60 events happening across 110 show days in 2023, Twitch Rivals is the #1 destination for live competitive entertainment.
Okay, so it's just a competitive tournament scene, basically, for Twitch.
Yeah, but it has a / twitch.tv / Twitch Rivals.
Cool. How many followers does that account have?
2.4 million.
That's a good amount. That's a lot.
That's more than us.
Barely. All right, barely more than us. But yeah, that's a pretty substantial thing. I know that, again, she's very excited about it, and that's what's important as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. I hope she finds time to come on the show.
Yeah, it's going to be rough to get Doki booked right now. And then also, she did a fun little collaboration with Phillian, who I'm also a big fan of. We got the little Phil plush right here.
I haven't seen any of the stream. However, a YouTube video did get recommended that I didn't click on. And the video was just titled White Girl versus Asian Girl Spice Tolerance.
Yeah. That's exactly what you think it is.
I was like, oh, I understand who did well now. I don't know what that says about me, but I understand.
I've only seen bits and pieces of this collab. Mostly it was just them chatting or just like, you know, the big moments and stuff. I've had all the time in the world, I guess, to watch streams this past week, and I just didn't. I've been busy doing other stuff. I've been creatively freed for a little while there, so I was able to just work on my own stuff, which was nice. But yeah, I managed to miss out on the Philly and Doki collab, which is like something that I'm supremely interested in, frankly.
Yeah.
That I really like. Like I said, I've watched some highlights and it's very good. So
I found out about it way too late to watch any of it.
I mean, that's fair. It's, again, like, we do our best to keep up with the folks that we can, but and Doki is the hottest news still right now. She's just, you know, tearing up the charts as far as everything's concerned.
We should
She's
bring
putting
on
in work.
We should bring on someone dedicated to watching Doki. We'll pay him $8 an hour. They'll be right on top of that.
The digs continue.
Oh, is that a dig?
Is that not enough money? Is that not a sustainable income? Getting paid $8 an hour?
I'm allowed to dig. We're not going to speculate, but we're going to dig.
Yeah. If you need context for that one, just look up $8 an hour and how it's related to Nijisanji. Holy. All right, let's not. No, we're not being mad right now. We're trying to be better. We're trying to be happier. We're trying to look on the bright side of life, a la Kermit the Frog.
I want to be a little
Yeah.
bit. Just a tiny bit, man.
I mean,
We still got Doki doing some cool stuff out there.
yeah, she had a really good fundraiser recently. She raised, I'm not sure what the number is currently, but I know it's over $30,000 for mental health awareness. Not just awareness, but treatment as well, I believe. The proceeds have gone to the Brain and Behavior Research Foundation. It's a mental health charity founded in 1987 that focuses on finding a cure for mental afflictions such as depression and schizophrenia.
That was the Wikipedia research I did this morning at 6:30.
Thank you so much for that, Cameron.
I appreciate
it.
it.
Lended valuable context to the discussion.
Yeah, it's like, wow.
Welcome to NPR.
If you're listening, you're halfway through your 3-hour commute to your $16 an hour job. Just keep on driving.
Let's listen to how we can't fix anything. Yeah.
No,
We're a little unhinged this week, by the way, guys. It's just we're all.
I drank half a can of Monster Energy drink, and then I guzzled some Nando's sauce.
I had many days off work, and part of it was because I was sick, and then the rest of it was because I had vacation that I didn't actually go on vacation, so I'm in a weird spot.
Carlos has no excuse.
Carlos, the most hinged of the members of the podcast, continue to judge silently.
Exactly.
Wow. You know what? When you admit it, it hurts a little. It hurts a little bit. Oh, man. Okay, so I think that's pretty much all the stuff we've got to say when it comes to Dokibird and the Nijisanji and all that other good stuff that's been happening recently.
That's all I have to say about the Nijisanji.
Yeah, we're all. I'm going to speak for all of us now. Okay.
Okay.
Get ready. We're all still pretty firmly on the Nijisanji bad side. At least that is what it is. That's our standpoint. It has been basically from the start. And so we're all very pumped on Doki doing great stuff. So there you go.
Bravo.
Keep up the great work, Doki. Carlos, anything you want to add in?
No,
Are you sure?
that wraps it up for me.
Well, surely Nijisanji's as bad as it gets.
If only. Because back from the dredges of the gutter crawls Wactor.
They had to remind everyone once again who was the true king of the low.
Look here. It's a crown, then it's a W, but a W is always just 2 L's.
He's throwing up gang signs, and I'm just not comfortable right now.
I understand. I'll be starting a different podcast where my gang-affiliated activities are welcomed wholeheartly.
We only discuss Hachama.
Hachima gang.
So Wactor, if you don't remember, Wactor is a Japanese VTuber organization that also had a strong emphasis on Spanish-speaking content. Mm-hmm. And last year, so it really came to a head last year. But basically, they lost like 40 talents in the course of a year. And proceeded to then dox several of their previous members with their full names and such. When I believe like the equivalent of social security numbers for several of them as well.
Yeah.
This is what's called a bad look for your company. There's not treating your talent as well as you should, and then there's aggressively harming your talent, which is this. Wactor was basically called out by many of its former talents, the company itself, and everybody looked at it and was like, bro, stop. What are you doing? That is basically where we hit the point where they were down to about 5 or 6 talents recently. And then all of those have graduated except for one, I believe, right now.
All of them except one of them has now also come out saying, all this time this past year where we've still been like around and nothing's really been happening. It's like, the exact same thing has still continued to happen to us. It has not gotten any better.
Yeah. I'm going to now read down the laundry list of complaints that have been put out as being against the company.
These are the things that were listed from one person.
Yes. The others came out with all the others basically still there, except for, I think one person have come out and basically corroborated and have their own claims as well. But Himegari Ageha, I believe is how you say it, something like that, has the list that follows. Forced to do immense amounts of work, not part of their contract.
Good.
intimidation and high pressure management,
Always good.
sexual harassment,
No comment.
forced to make public. Oh, I'm glad you know where to pull back. Some things you don't joke about. Forced to make public statements they don't agree with.
Cough.
Who would have ever imagined? Management attempted to control/prevent what medication they were allowed
What
to
the
take,
fuck?
including limiting psychoactive medications and telling them to stop taking them. I learned about this earlier today, and I was like, what the fuck? You're actively harming people so severely. This in turn caused severe negative effects on the person, led to alcohol dependency, self-harm, and also an attempt, like we've heard about recently. And management ignored all these issues and continued to force them to act as if nothing happened. Company also forced them to go into huge debt, and allowed the company, which allowed the company to control them financially. I will also say that they have been left with long-term issues as a result of not taking their prescribed medication as they should have, and that continue to afflict them currently and will continue to afflict them in the future. They've basically done permanent harm.
That should be a lawsuit. That is atrocious.
That's absolutely going to be for them.
Yes, this is horrendous, disgusting, and horrifying in no uncertain terms. I implore the talent to get as far away from Wactor as humanly possible, now and in the future. And I would say, don't ever support this company in any way, shape, or form.
It's a
So far as you can conceive.
It's a really wonderful look, as they just recently attempted to rebrand and rename themselves to hide what they've been doing.
Yes. Scum. They're scum. There. That's it. Wactor is scum. Scum is Wactor.
And these were all accusations from one of the members.
Yeah. And again, the other remaining members, again, except for I believe one other person, 4 or 5 other people have come out with corroborating claims as well as similar independent claims, which spiral out into their own horrifying measurements or things that happen to them, events, whatever. It's ridiculous. This is insane. This is an insane company.
It's unbelievable that they got caught doing this kind of stuff a year ago, and that they've continued to just do it for another year straight.
Yeah. So, again, it does not matter how they rebrand themselves. We have to sort of try and keep track of them so we can know where the bad actors are, because this is an actively dangerous company to work for, as it turns out. We knew that already because they doxed their previous employees, which is ridiculous. But, oh my God, this is just so much worse than just support your talents. Protect those that you can. But, and avoid this freaking company, because holy cow.
It's just like what we said earlier. It's as if they saw what was going on with Nijisanji, and it's like, hey, we can't be showing up. We still have to be the number one.
It's insane, yeah. And it's like Cameron just scrolled through the list of their talents, and it's like 40 graduated members, which I will now refer to as victims, because working for them apparently just means you're going to be a victim of something at some point.
Pretty much.
Jeez.
Oh, I appreciate.
These are all our opinions. Nothing's facts. Blah blah blah.
Appreciate Wactor being a little more cut and dry. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, just
That tears it. We're never going to cover Wactor talents again. This is insane.
I mean, we never really covered them
That
to begin
tears
with.
it. We're not going to start.
they literally walked up and were like, "Hold my beer." Like, I don't. Bro, like, you're a talent forward company. You got to take care of your fucking people. Like, that's your people. They're your people. What the fuck?
It's the face of the company. So
I feel like I'm screaming into the darkness right now. Just like, how can you let this happen? Like, why? The supreme frustration and disgust is all I can say that I feel at this point.
Supreme frustration.
Yep.
at least, like you said, this is much more of a black and white situation. So
Pokemon Black and White.
That guy over there is doing something bad. Oh, really, Satan? Jeez. All right. You guys have any other major news you want to talk about?
I kind of had a thing, but I think I forgot to put in the document. Or maybe we talked about it last week because I don't have good memory. Did we talk about Calli's cat donation stream?
We mentioned
It was mentioned.
it. I don't think we got into any real details.
So, update, day one, they reached the goal. It was Fuamoko was hanging out on stream with them. Within day one, it was like, oh, $25,000. We're already good.
I'm reminded of Ame's charity stream where she hit like 30K before the stream started, and she was like, guys, I had donation incentives. I had like stretch goals. Like,
So, not just am I proud of Calli for hosting a stream like this, but good on Fuamoko. They put their differences aside with feline kind. The cats versus dog type scenario resolved.
they love cats though. They like eating them.
Now you see, Nick, that's not what we refer to as charity or medical assistance for cats in need. They don't need to be eaten. Otherwise, your cat would be long gone.
So okay, I feel like you don't watch enough Fuamoko, which is a problem many people face, and you can get help. But the issue is that Fuamoko like eating cats by shoving their faces into the cat and huffing. The
Oh,
cat.
they huff the cats.
Yeah, they cat huff. That's eating a cat for them.
They need more than that. The cats, that is.
Oh,
You can't just...
some cats.
You can't huff the illness away. That was my update. Thank you all for tuning in.
The sparkle sound effect. The words appear across the screen. You can't huff the sick away.
That's a good death metal song.
That's true. Casket Huffer could do that. That's a real band.
I withdraw my...
It's a real band. You can listen to them right now. What were we talking about? Anyway, it's really like it is honestly a nice thing. I love when they do charity streams. They don't
Same,
do them
honestly.
very frequently. I don't think because I can only think of 2 or 3 times that we've seen charity streams from Hololive talents before.
My legit only theory for that is, I guess 2. 1 is like, it probably just doesn't cross the mind at times. And 2, it's probably hell to get approved.
Yeah, they're all very busy, and then they also probably have to make sure that each charity is very thoroughly vetted. I would imagine.
Extremely vetted.
That's a third reason because I know just recently there was a whole bunch of content creators, especially Twitch ones, and then got in some big, major, deep trouble with the community because they had been donating to a specific charity for years, and the charity came out to have not been very charitable. Now, Asmongold was one of them.
Asmongold. Well, that's the thing is it's difficult with charities right now because we're really seeing a lot of like just general issues, especially with like content creators and things like that. There was the giant Gerard the Completionist controversy recently.
Yeah.
There's the Asmongold stuff.
Yeah.
I guess like
Even in the VTuber community, and I don't really want to delve into this because I haven't researched it thoroughly and I don't know what the facts are, but I know there's been accusations in the past of certain VTubers not fulfilling the donations that they've received. And again, I'm not getting into that. I don't know enough.
And like, listen, even if the money makes it to the charity, you need to make sure it's a good one. I understand like all these companies wanting to be very careful and delicate. Speaking from my experience, I used to work for a company you may refer to as GameStop.
Gross.
There was a time where we ran donations for a charity that I don't believe in. It's a charity for a mental affliction I and a sibling have. And we feel as though that charity doesn't really understand the affliction they're raising money for. I feel as though we should tiptoe around company names at the moment.
Fair enough.
I have no personal qualms. Our podcast doesn't get enough views to get sued by a big name charity.
You can, I mean, if you want to speak your mind, slay, sister.
Well, I just will say the charity does like that word speak.
Oh.
Not a good one. Really don't like that one.
Yeah, I'll let you. I won't do the obvious joke of just saying the name of it.
Yeah.
Well, I know a lot of the biggest charities out there are also the worst.
Yeah.
So your goal as a VTuber, where it's, at least as a corpo VTuber, where it's all about keeping that delicate balance of creating as few negative comments as physically possible. Every charity you work with needs to be as like understandably good, unquestionable, and okay as possible. In which case, Calli picking a reputable charity that focuses on helping cats, you would have to be a monster to create controversy out of this.
The money goes to cats. Who doesn't like cats?
It's pretty straightforward. And in your mind, it's hard to imagine, like, how does money not help cats?
They can use it to buy tuna.
Do they buy the wrong food? You know?
I will say, from my personal standpoint, if anything comes out about Extra Life, I'm fucked. I've been raising funds for Extra Life for almost a decade.
Extra Life is pretty
Actually,
reputable.
this year, it'll be a decade that I've been raising Extra Life money. And the thing I like about Extra Life, aside from the fact that all the money goes to Children's Miracle Network and helps sick kids, is the fact that I don't touch the money.
Yeah.
I can wash my hands and I can go, I don't know, I didn't fucking do it. That's part of the appeal for me, is the fact that it's somebody else is managing it. I as far as I know, and I've looked into it, Children's Miracle Network does support good causes. There's no obvious red flags that I've seen come out of it. But I will say that, like, that's the thing, is I can just point to it and be like, give money here. It helps me. It helps them. Like, whatever. Like, it's for the kids. I'm sorry, I couldn't say that. It's a trademark phrase. It's for the children.
Thank you for
Thanks,
respecting our
Penn State. All rights reserved. So yeah, that's the charity that I support. I've been supporting for almost a decade, and in that time has had no major controversies that I can recall currently. I'm sure if there are any, you can let me know in the comments.
I think one of the best ones I was never not really involved with it. It's just a simple, quick thing that happened. I went to Books A Million bookstore, and they have charities in there all the time. And one of them that I was checking out once, and the cashier was like, "Hey, would you like to support children's books?" It's like, okay, I guess. And they're like, okay, we have a shelf of books back here. Pick one and buy it, and we'll send it to the local school.
That's nice.
It's like,
That's cute.
okay, I'll give you $5 for a children's book back there. I know exactly what it is and where it's going.
I mean, you can't beat that. And,
Yeah.
it's local. Like, local charities, by the way, are a big thing. So yes, donate blood, sign up to help where you can, volunteer if you feel like you can, and that's all I got.
This has been our call to action. I think it's time now, Nick.
Tune in to twitch.tv/common. That's KOMMON. This weekend, I'll be doing a 12-hour live stream in support of Extra Life. You can donate or you can just hang out. It's all good.
This weekend?
Yes, this weekend.
This was strangely well timed. Wow.
February 24th
Good
on
segue.
Saturday from 12 noon to 12 p.m. Eastern Time.
A segue like that can save lives.
Potentially. With your help. I'm at 30% of my current goal, and you can help me get there. Or you can just hang out and have fun. It's a good time either way. I'm thinking about building some Gundams this time. I've got some Gunpla that I've been putting off.
Perfect time to do it.
Gundams for kids.
No comment.
You were going to make a joke about all the dead kids in Gundam, weren't you?
No. Yes.
Of course. Gundam's notorious for that.
The newest Gundam's like all about.
It's really fucked. It's a good show, though. All right. How about we talk about VTubers instead of congratulations, Calli, on hitting your goal. We're all very proud of you. We hope you do more fantastic things in the future, and we all support you taking care of those beautiful little kitties.
Thanks, Simon.
Mumei! The moomster. She's moomin' fast, she moomin' hard.
Okay.
Has made a small mistake
A itty bitty baby mistake.
with potentially fortuitous results.
Excellent paraphrasing.
If I had read ahead, I would know what I'm talking about right now, but I didn't.
Did either of you two know what happened?
Yeah, I was there for it.
You were there for it.
Yeah, I was there. I tuned in the Moomster for like 5 seconds. Like, all right, we're opening up.
So this was an open commission stream where if you donated $50 or more, she would draw your profile picture.
Correct. I obviously didn't donate because my personal profile picture, not something I want her to draw.
I imagine a big problem for a lot of people.
Either way, though, she had this live for 1.5 minutes. That is 90 seconds total.
Yes.
And received over 400 submissions. That, first of all, is at least $20,000.
Yeah. Because assuming there's probably a lot of people that donated more than 50.
Guaranteed.
There's
People like Mumei.
I actually saw the clip of it of when she did that, and there were certain points where it was 100% unreadable. It was just skyrocketing up.
Chat go burr. Yeah, I've seen other VTubers do similar things in the past that were really fun. I know that Kiara signed Polaroids.
Yeah, Calli's actually been doing like multiple art streams. She's been like, yeah, I just feel like drawing.
But I can see people like really tuning in for something drawn by the talent.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. That explains the part 2 stream that I saw go live. As this will take some time, I assume, to get through the backlog.
Hey guys, it looks like this is going to be my year. I'm canceling all other streams. I am now an artist.
That's the thing that I think is the funniest, is that like she's going to get real good at art, first of all, because that's a lot of pracky right there.
She's going to be drawing a lot of weird stuff, too.
That's going to be a thing. And then also, like, if she, first of all, it depends on how detailed she gets. But let's say at the absolute maximum, like, she streams for a few hours, she gets like 50 of these done in a stream.
Oh my God.
That's like 50 drawings in one stream is still insane. 25 is a lot, you know.
Yeah.
I would do that many streams for $20,000.
Don't get me wrong, I would do a lot of things for $20,000. Yes, I'd kill you for it. No, I wouldn't.
I was hoping for something fortuitous for me, the spender of the funds.
No. $20,000 isn't enough to kill Cam. But there is a number.
And it's up to you to find it. Comment down below what you think the number is.
What the number is.
Or even better, send it and find out.
We're doing Price is Right rules. It's the lowest without going over, or highest without going over.
How much money to kill your friend?
Welcome to the worst game show ever conceived. Here's a revolver.
Too low.
Too low.
I just shake my...
It's really offensive when like
This is the worst dunk tank ever.
the guy's just like, yeah, I guess, and his friend's like, bro, that's like $40.
This sucks. This is the worst Dead Man Wonderland spinoff ever.
Oh my god, yeah, that's exactly what this is, isn't it? Classic. That's not old enough to be a classic anime, right?
The PlayStation 3 is a retro console.
So it's a retro anime. It's a retro anime. It's not classic, and it's certainly not antique.
You are now aware of your age. You're also breathing manually. Your tongue is uncomfortable in your mouth.
Yeah, you have an itch on your body somewhere now. Did you know that? It could be anywhere. It could be on that right shoulder of yours. Is that where that itch is?
Your pinky toe does not fit correctly in your sock.
Oh.
And that one cut you've been ignoring is hurting now.
You're now aware of the fact that you breathe through one nostril more than the other.
This is so cruel. We make the most tasteless joke in the history of the podcast, and then we hurt people on purpose for real.
You want me to hurt people? I can do it.
Please don't. Please don't. I'm already hurting, and it's my fault.
I can make everyone here wince really hard.
Don't do it.
With a single thought.
Don't do it.
I'm going to hold this over your head. You step one toe out of line.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god. That's you ever read something online and you just go, why would someone put that thought into the world? Believe it or not, gentlemen, I believe we got off track.
Happy for Mumei.
Yeah, Mumei got a big payout, and that's a lot of work to get through. I hope it goes well for you.
I'm so excited for the next segment. I put this one in.
For once, I did not go through all of the things you added. I was just gonna leave it up to you this time.
Oh, I got you covered.
I'd like to let you know this video is live now.
Yes! Yes! Yeah, I need it so bad. I need it in me.
You can right now go out and watch a video of Takane Louis of Hololive Holo X, which is the 6th generation in Japan, interview Dakota Johnson from Madame Web.
It is her web that binds us together. It's webbing time.
This is a Spooderman spinoff.
I saw it.
You saw it?
Yes.
Like the movie?
film, yes.
I didn't think it was out yet.
From the creators of Morbius. From the studio that brought you Morbius and forgot to release Kraven the Hunter. Comes Madam Web. Lock eyes with camera. breathe intimately for the podcast viewer, the worst movie I've ever seen in a theater. It is so bad. If you like watching movies ironically, get a ticket tomorrow.
Now I'm going to remind you, as you pointed out, this is from the same people who brought us Morbius, which coincidentally is the same movie that brought us the interview of Fubuki interviewing Jared Leto.
Okay, so this one's worse because Jared Leto still thought Morbius was a good movie at the time of the interview.
Yeah.
Dakota Johnson is already all the fucking way out. I don't know if it's her or another actress. When the trailer dropped for Madam Web, they fired their talent company. Bruh. Because this movie, I'm not even kidding, is like gaslighting their talent. They're in the super suits twice the whole time. It's a fake movie.
What?
It's a superhero movie where they do not become heroes within the time span of the film. It's her web that binds us together, Nick.
Hold on, I'm having a stroke real quick, but after that I'll have a response. What? I don't like. Okay, I watched the trailer for this movie. It's really bad.
Oh, it's atrocious.
So you're telling me
her mom was studying spiders in Peru.
And you paid upwards of many dollars.
I bought a row.
You bought a row?
Yes, for me and all my friends.
You don't deserve to have money.
I use it wrong.
You do. Look for our Gamer Soups review. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cameron's been making choices recently, is what I've learned.
I have.
Making money moves. So you dragged, I'm assuming, upwards of 5 of your friends then.
6.
Yes, I was right. Highest without going over.
2 married couples.
Wow, you're really aggressive.
One of them was excited for the movie. Oh. She was not excited at the end any longer. Oh. There was only one moment I saw like a reaction from her, and her jaw was like down, like shaking her head, like, "Oh no, she's realizing it sucks." Oh. I could talk about Madam Web for 5 hours, so feel free to move on whenever you're ready.
I was ready when we started. All right, no, the either way, Madame Web in theaters now. This interview on YouTube currently, I believe, and yeah, at the very least, it has to have less awkward moments than the Jared Leto interview, right?
How does this keep happening? Hololive, what?
Did you not see the video of Suisei advertising the PlayStation 5?
You're right. You're right.
Like, it's not Unknown Mortal Orchestra. Holy shit, brain. Where did that come from?
You're talking about her Starlight thing?
Yes, it's her side project. They put out a video and then it got used in like a PlayStation advertisement.
Suisei in an announcement only intended for Nick.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, oh, I already have a PlayStation 5, but thank you, Suisei.
I am joining Unknown Mortal Orchestra. And Nick goes, oh my God.
Yeah, oh my God, I would have a moment there. Unknown Mortal Orchestra, by the way, is admittedly not the best band in the world, but I love them a lot.
There's no such thing as the best band in the world, and people who get too critical about music taste need to calm down.
Midnight Grand Orchestra.
Midnight Grand Orchestra. Thank you, Carlos. I could not, for the life of me, I just blanked so hard. Just a complete brain fart on that. So thank you for coming in with the save on that one. So yeah, check out this Louis interview because I'm sure it's going to be interesting.
I bet it's fantastic. I hope it is every bit as big of a language barrier as the last one.
I understand why this is happening. It doesn't come out in Japan till the 22nd.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I also would like, I'm just still thinking about the Jared Leto interview when he was like weirdly attracted to and he's like making a pass, and he's just like, but at the same time he's like supremely confused. He's like, my dick is confused. All right, let's talk about less confusing dicks on the internet. Chibidoki, who we're a big fan of, and by we I mean me, and by me I mean
I watch her clips.
I love Chibidoki. I think she's hilarious.
She got her test results, Kings. Oh, it's long.
Oh my God, brain damblage. Yeah, she has a new model, which is really, really cool. And you should check it out. She has no brain damage. But she does have a U2's plush coming very soon. It will be available for pre-order on March 2nd, so you can have your own Chibidoki. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. She streams with Ray Narvaez Jr., who I'm a big fan of from back in the day when he was a part of Challenge Finders.
When did he debut? What org is he a part of?
Well, he went independent a while ago.
Oh, I understand. It was probably a similar situation.
Yeah, very much so. He was bored. So anyways, all of that to say, I think Chibidoki's great. She is the funniest VTuber of the year last year from the VTuber Awards, as we know.
Yep.
And so, yeah, you can have a little Chibidoki. I also was going to point out the fact that when she posted the announcement of this, the first response I saw was, again, Ray Narvaez Jr., and he just posted a picture of a ball jar. And she was like, don't you fucking dare. Really good stuff. Also, she tweets like a mad woman.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Some of the shit she puts on Twitter is fucking crazy. Worth a peek. I'm just saying. Any other thoughts on the Chibidoki?
Nothing deep.
She's pink. She has a giant head. She's pretty cool. Hololive and Capsule Cheer.
Up.
I'm confused where the up comes in. Capsule Cheer Up have teamed up for an official Hololive Mahjong box set.
Is that anything like Up Dog?
No. What's up, dog?
Nothing much.
We need some bird chirping effects in that.
Oh my God.
I would just want like Dokibird's voice hurling an insult at that point in the podcast.
Dokibird, can you please come on the podcast and insult us?
Oh, I'd be so down to get roasted by Dokibird.
I feel like it would hurt.
Oh, it would. But I'd probably like at least take a few swings back.
You can't swing back.
Oh, no, that's part of the fun. Have you never watched a roast? They get roasted the whole time and then they come back. And be like, I don't know, maybe that's because I got more than a tomato in my brains or whatever.
Oh my God. Cherry tomato brain.
Owned.
Wow, get pwned. Epic rap battles of history. So what's going on? Is it just a mahjong?
It's just a
box
mahjong
set?
box set that's themed on Hololive.
I'm willing to. I have to double
Pippa's
down.
losing her mind.
Yeah, Pippo was just
Christ.
like really freaking out on that.
I need to double down on my opinion from the controversial episode 7. Mahjong's not a real thing. You're lying to yourself if you think it's
Pippatarian.
Pippa. Come fucking at me.
Oh, this is getting tweeted.
You
We're
know,
now in a controversy.
You better not challenge her; she'll do it.
So the Capsule Cheer Up thing is also them themed with where they're cheerleaders. They're cheerleading.
Finally, I can
outfits.
lose at mahjong with my Oshis on my side.
Yeah. So and it's all Hololive. It's really cute stuff, frankly. Now I've been tempted in the past to learn mahjong,
Yeah.
and I've never done it because
Oh, go ahead. Say what you're feeling.
as a white man, I feel like I invade enough spaces as it is.
You guys can keep mahjong.
You guys can just keep mahjong. I don't need it. I don't need to be that guy.
I've wanted to learn to play this game for I don't know how many years, and every time I look at like a grand total of 4 pieces, and it's like I am never going to remember what these
There
are.
are only 2 situations where it's okay to play mahjong. There's nothing else to play, and you're trying to platinum Yakuza.
It is one of those games, though. It's like a traditional game. It's like Go or Shogi. Obviously, mahjong is not from the same place, blah, blah, blah. But it is one of those like super traditional games that you walk into a betting parlor, and there's 4 ancient women just playing mahjong. You know, it's just
As depicted in Chowder.
yeah, exactly.
An animated show Chowder.
My favorite anime.
I just realized I 100% mahjong on the Nintendo Clubhouse game. I don't remember how to play mahjong at all. So I don't think I deserve that 100.
Fascinating. It's funny how knowledge can leave the body when it's useless.
I don't think it entered. I think I hit 8, so I had it done.
Also fair. Also very fair. Yeah, it's just one of those super traditional games. I've always wanted a traditional Go board, but they're like $800. I've always wanted a traditional shogi set, but I have no idea how Japanese chess is played. But mahjong has always been interesting and somewhere in the periphery of my brain of like a classic game that's really interesting in some ways. Will this be the thing that makes me get into mahjong? I really doubt it because I don't know how expensive this is, but I bet it's not cheap. And I'm trying to find more information on this Mahjong set. It is 3,990 NT dollars. Now, that is a large number to start with. Is that roughly equivalent to 40 US dollars? Potentially. I'm doing my best to vamp while I try and find out how much money that is in US dollars. That is Taiwan dollars. Oh, that does not appear to be a significant amount, actually. Hold on. So, yes, this is the Mahjong set, right?
I have no idea.
I don't know. We're off in the weeds here. We'll come back to this whenever I have more solid information, maybe. But probably not. Either way, if you want to figure out how to order it, because I don't know how. Good luck. Anything else about Mahjong?
No.
All right, Shiori.
Yeah!
Just take over. It's yours.
I didn't write this, unless I did.
I put this in.
But it's fine. I also know about it.
One of you talk. I don't care.
Come on, Carlos. I like hearing your voice.
Shiori of Hololive. She released her own visual novel on itch.io, or however you pronounce that website. I don't know.
Itch.io. It's itch.io, I think. No one knows how to do it. We should mention you can play it in browser.
I always call it Itch.io.
But it's a
Shiori's
winter.
loading.
It is a winter-themed visual novel where you are snowed inside with her and you have hot pot with her.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That I'm aware of.
Well, that sounds lovely.
She made it herself. She hired an artist who...
Oh, that's a really cute little picture at the,
Let me see
the
if I can
splash
credit
screen.
it. Blah, blah, blah.
The art's really nice looking from the preview pictures.
By the way, 3,990 Taiwan new dollars is equivalent to 126.66 US dollars. So it's about $125, and then you'll have to figure out shipping. So good luck for the Mahjong set. Back to Shiori's visual novel information. Go! You're going to make Shiori talk to Shiori? Cool. Cameron is doing a live Let's Play on the podcast,
Be
everyone.
Narissa? Sorry, fuck you! I can't be Narissa.
What?
Sorry, Jailbird. Pick a new name.
Wait, can we be Fuwawa?
Is there custom checking for the
Yeah,
names
there's
you
name
put in?
checking. So far, I can't be Shiori or Narissa. Damn it!
Can't be
You
Fuwawa.
fucker!
She's hard blocking you right now. Anyway, it's a visual novel starring Shiori, blah, blah, blah. We already just talked about everything.
I can
but,
be Gura. I'm in.
There you go. Oh,
Wow, the art is really good.
It is, actually. It's fantastic.
That's like,
This feels very Shiori. This is a Shiori joint.
if you're a member, you get like a lot. She just does not stop fucking writing. She gives you like a million scenarios. And it's like, okay, members, what do you want to have happen next? There's just a choose your own adventure running at all times.
I respect it. It's not for me. But I respect the shit out of this woman.
Her whole existence
Dude,
is that.
You get member streams, you get art, you get desktop backgrounds, and she does not fucking stop writing.
It's really impressive. She is just like one of the hardest working women in the business.
Poor Gura.
Anything else about this wonderful little free game that you can play right now in a web browser?
No, it's just cool. What a weird little side thing to just do.
Yeah, it's pretty wicked, frankly.
Yeah, I'll have to try it sometime.
There you go. Kobo of Hololive Indonesia fame has played Valorant with Indonesian boy band Unity, or UN1TY, potentially.
Okay. Let me go ahead and do some research. Let's look into Unity.
Are these potentially very attractive young men?
Oh, they're fairly attractive.
That's good to know. That's good to know.
Not to pass such harsh judgment. Let's look into them.
Are all the Indonesian teenage girls swooning over them?
I don't know. We only know about Kobo.
Was Kobo swooning over them?
I just love the fact that we live in a world where there is now a boy band out there playing video games with a VTuber.
It is really interesting, frankly. Don't get me wrong, Kobo's a big deal, man. She's a big deal. She's like the number 3 or 4 talent at Hololive. She's number 1 in Hololive Indonesia. Like, if you've got a get, that's the one to get, right?
Yeah.
If you're in Indonesia.
Oh, their name is a reference to Indonesia's official national motto, unity and diversity.
Oh, neat.
The name represents teamwork and the desire to unite music fans.
That's really cool, actually.
Wow, that's actually kind of badass.
Very strong foundational values to begin with.
It is important to note that Ricky is an ex-member. He left in November 3rd, but it wasn't announced till December 14th.
Yeah, they're bullshit now because Ricky was the best, and it'll never be the same without Ricky. I'm pissing off so many people, I'm sure. Not that they'll see this, thank God.
On April 1st, 2020, they ran a special thing to encourage their fans to stay home during the COVID-19 pandemic. Through this program, the fans can meet the idol group and see content from them.
Little did they know, they just had to fire up GTA 5 and shoot people from the rooftops while screaming, "Stay home," which is what Sakura Miko did.
This was a good story. Moving on. Kobo keeps working with like real ass people. It's so weird.
I love it. I love how she's doing collabs with the most random, unexpected people.
I just imagine she goes to her manager and was like, "Can I just play Valorant with Unity?"
Like,
and
forget the people who get mad when you collab with Holostars, God forbid. She's just collabing with real dudes.
just guys.
Actual men.
just bros.
And boy bands, no less.
Like, and I imagine she talks to her manager and is like, "Do you care if I do this?" And the manager's like, "I don't know, probably not a great idea. We can talk to upper management." And then she's just like, I already did it, actually.
Hey guys, Amelia Watson here. Today we're going to be playing League with Justin Timberlake.
So happy to be here.
Kiara's playing Yakuza with David Hasselhoff or some shit. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's who it would be. He's Austrian.
The former governor of California. What's it like? Well, we're both Austrian.
Oh my God.
I could see it.
We should. I think this is a fun game. I like this. Who's Gura gonna collab with? A guy from the real world that Gura's gonna do a collab stream with.
I don't know.
I'm brewing. I don't want to just throw something out. I feel like she'd shoot for PewDiePie.
That's probably it.
Yeah.
Like I would almost guarantee it would be like a big name YouTuber.
I feel like it'd be a big name, old guard, like someone from like the 2012 to 2017 era.
I was gonna say, because like Calli's already collabed with all of Trash Taste. She literally did like an episode or two with them.
Yeah.
So like that's a thing that's literally happened already. I just like it's interesting to think about who they would pick as like you get one collab with one human male. Like,
I choose
Calli. Thank you. We can make this happen. I mean, we all know Calli would have picked Charlie.
Yeah.
And like that was told no, but tried it anyways. Blah blah blah. If you know, you know. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's like it's really interesting whenever this does come through. Whenever we see stuff like this, especially because Indonesia seems to play by their own fucking rules.
Yeah, all of Indonesia don't give a fuck.
Risu said the word dick on stream the other day, and she's just like, "Yeah, you guys should join the membership. This is what this is like happens in membership all the time." But so everybody's been playing the button pushing game.
Yeah, guess what game got fucking perms?
Yeah, exactly.
From 2009.
But Risu got. Do you have anything about this in the doc at all?
No, I know of it.
But Risu got the one question, which was, you get to pick a woman to get a blowjob from. But then you never get a blowjob again for the rest of your life. But you can pick anybody to get a blowjob from. And her response was to laugh and say, "I don't have a dick." So that's a good clip if you haven't watched that.
Little side tangent regarding her too.
Yeah.
It's kind of a thing that's been just started popping up in the last day or so. People have been getting like spam posts from bots on Twitter. Of course, they always do.
Yeah.
But the current one is like this weird text box from like bots with attractive women that says like nudes in bio.
Yeah.
Pussy pics in bio.
Yeah, I've seen some Twitch boys.
And Risu parodied that. She put tail in bio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen some good parodies.
One of the idol EN girls did that too.
Yeah. It's definitely a thing right now. I'm going to just put it out there. At least half of our Twitter followers are bots.
Yeah.
Like every time I get a notification on Twitter, I'm just like, "Oh, look, another bot." So that's one of those things that's interesting right now, huh?
I love Twitter.
Who doesn't?
Currently known as X.
I just hate X. All right. So yes, again, congratulations, Kobo. Good job. And hilarious job, Risu. You're fucking ridiculous. Love that fucking squirrel. Gavis Bettel, though, of Holostars, has a new costume.
A fucking clown.
This dramatic-looking man is even more dramatic-looking now. Tell us more, Carlos.
Well, it starts off with a little lore video with his mascot Phantom, where they're kind of arguing a little bit, and then all of a sudden it cuts off to blackness, and this demon from the darkness starts just saying all kinds of stuff towards him. And this goes on for a few seconds, and then all of a sudden the demon goes, wait, no. His brain is too small. I can't control him any longer.
Shit, too stupid.
Good job, tiny brain.
The video, the little lore video ends, and then Bettel comes out, and he's like, "Oh darn! I knew I shouldn't have fed him that bean burrito."
What the fuck? Little dude.
It's a little imp dude.
Look at his haunches.
We skipped ahead a little bit. So yes. What is the new outfit, though? After we get all this wonderful lore, I assume we do the normal thing where we look through and we're just like, here's all the suggested outfits and what they could be.
Yeah, there was some pretty good ones. That my absolute favorite was somebody submitted a joke one where they took like the outline of his model, and then all they did was like they took a picture of Shinri and cut his model out too. And then they just shrunk the picture of his model on top of Bettel's model.
Like they warped it so that it like fit and everything. And,
yeah, and it was just like his face was just like stretched over his chest.
That's pretty solid. I like that a lot. That's gonna get stolen by everyone from now on. Like every new outfit is gonna have one of those at least. That's amazing.
It was a very nice, fancy model. He's got some legs, that's for sure.
Legs for days.
But
a real leggy dude.
Legs with Rich to Reach cereal.
He was complaining about all of the predictions. They're like, why do all of the predictions have me just like a giant, huge chest gap? And then he reveals his model, and it's like, yeah, a big, huge chest gap.
Yeah, a neckline that plunges all the way down, basically. All the way to the fucking belly. So that's impressive, of course. Yeah. Who doesn't love a chesty man?
Yeah.
I see a lot of ruffles.
He's got more belts than an FF7 character.
He really does. That's significantly many belts.
Kingdom Hearts ass motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean his outfit was more or less. It looked like just a much like newer, fancier, more like a really fancy update overall.
I would like to point out that his eyeliner is so extreme it goes past the side of his head.
It's a guy liner.
You're a guy liner. Ah! There's nothing to be ashamed about.
Oh.
But yeah, it's boy, what a pretty guy. Mm-hmm. He's wearing a collar. That's pretty hot, right? That's pretty hot.
You misunderstand. That's not a collar.
Oh?
That's a choker.
Oh. Oh.
God, it's choking the ruffles.
They have ridges. It's definitely a statement piece outfit, though. It's very fancy. It's a little over the top.
I'd like to shout out the comment with 794 up thumbers. I am not okay.
This one will make you question some things about everything you believed in life.
795.
Very nice.
We got some new expressions too, and one of them is a very sweaty and dairy face.
Oh no.
I see. Oh, he's got a mask and a hat too. Lovely.
He's got a little dude.
Little dude that sits on his head.
I love his little dude.
Who doesn't love Gavel's little dude?
I'm sorry, I should use the term that makes me laugh more often. He's my special little guy.
It's some sort of little demon cyclops thing. But just in general, it's a really cool outfit. The design looks really good. It's really solid, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah. He got a new like background like room to go with it too. It's really nice looking.
Yeah. Gavel's not one of the ones that I watch very often, but I've heard people like a lot of really good stuff about him.
Every time I've seen a clip from him, it's a banger. The issue is like it's the usual issue of streamers I don't watch where their game choice is just stuff I don't watch. Mm-hmm.
You ever have the opposite happen where they play games that you haven't gotten to touch yet? And
Oh,
it's like, I
God.
can't watch them. That happened with me and Kiara like 400 times. It's sort of a problem.
Yeah, every once in a while that comes up. Or it's like a game that's like, I'm nervous. I like that one too much.
Kiara was an official brand ambassador for a game that I wanted to play by myself. So I was like, couldn't watch it for like 3 weeks. All right. Any other thoughts on Gavel's new outfit, though? Gavel? Have I called him Gavel like this whole time? Gavis Bettel. Jesus.
Gavel saves time.
Yeah, it does, actually. Yeah, I'm sticking with it. You're Gavel now. It's like when I was calling her Vestia.
Yeah.
Gavin Belittle, thank you very much for your time, bud.
Yeah. Cool outfit.
Feel
Like it a
free to
lot.
come on the podcast.
Yeah, come on the podcast. We'll tell you how pretty you are. It's very pretty. You're very, very pretty. All right. Yuko Yurei has returned to streaming after a 2-month absence.
Yeah. She streamed once very briefly in 2 months.
So what's she back and what's she doing?
It was an announcement stream, which scared a lot of people.
That'll do that.
She said she's just still the goofball she's always been, peeking her mic and hyperactive like crazy. It took her a long time to actually get to the point 'cause she was very nervous about everything. Because she did have one thing that to say that we'll get to in a little bit.
Okay.
But she said she originally was going to start it off as a black background stream as a joke and decided that was a very bad idea.
Yeah, there's a certain point where that joke isn't funny, and that joke is anytime right now.
Yeah.
It's been a very tumultuous couple months. 2024 has been weird.
Yeah.
Basically. So not a great. I'm glad she changed her mind on that, I guess.
Yeah. But then she's like, all right, I got my Google slideshow out. I ran this by management. I put pictures of Crash Bandicoot and Rainbow Dash in it. I don't know why. It's distracting me more than it's helping me right now.
Quality content, that's why.
It's like, I don't know why I even did this. I'm not showing it to you guys.
So this was just like the PowerPoint she was reading off of.
Yes.
Ay, this. I can't deal with Yuko. Holy shit. It's too good. She's too good. She's too good.
But she came out and I was like, all right, so I'm just letting you guys know I'm changing my content up from what I used to do. It's like I'm gonna be doing a lot of IRL stuff from now on. It's like I want to do camping, hiking, fishing, hunting. I want to do all kinds of that.
I want to watch Yuko Yurei bag a buck.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking sick. All right, it's coming into the clearing. I'm taking the safety off. Go on, Yuko. One shot. Make it a clean kill.
I can't wait till muzzleloader season.
Archery season starts next week. I wonder if she's gonna.
She is very much not an outdoorsy person at all.
That's fine. This is great. I love this concept. There's got to be a hunting VTuber, right? That has to be a thing already.
I'm sure it's got to be.
My name's Jimmy.
Hey everyone, welcome back. This week we're gonna be looking for some whitetail. I got Mountain Dew over here and got my gun ready to go.
I'm just gonna put a big dip of chaw in my mouth.
ASMR scenario. Your dad's home and he's chewing.
And they just have like a bunny girl model.
It's just like a bunny girl. Not even like not like a girl in a bunny outfit. It's just a bunny/girl.
Little dipski and a lipski.
Ay. Are we Midwestern enough for you?
Continue, Carlos.
But she said she's gonna keep doing like more skits, role play, hand cams. She said the skits and role play is her favorite content, like by far. She wants to keep doing that.
All good stuff.
She wants to do a bunch of VR stuff, but she did address something very briefly. I actually heard that she even came back from Reddit because there was a post on Reddit going over something that's gonna hurt her a little bit, unfortunately.
Okay.
So I just skipped out on the post and went to the stream and watched it first.
Okay.
And all she said in the stream was, I want to do all this new stuff. there's some things that I have been doing I don't want to do anymore. I will be deleting VODs, including membership VODs,
Okay.
of this old content I have been doing.
Okay.
I had no idea what she was talking about.
Same.
I went back to the post and started reading it, and I've never been a member of hers. I didn't know what membership content she did. She was doing girlfriend experience stuff.
Understandable.
She's cutting all of it.
Yep.
Apparently that means, and for the memberships, she deleted almost all of her membership content.
She can always make more.
Yeah.
That's my standpoint. I mean, like, if that's what you're there for and you're not getting it anymore, obviously you're going to cut and run from that.
Yeah.
And you can't blame me. If you're not getting the content you want, why would you stay there? But at the same time, I think this is something that'll probably help her in the long run. It's a much more sustainable future if you're not doing GFE, frankly.
I've thought about this a little bit today, just after watching it, and I'm like, everybody I think of that's done it, doing GFE stuff, always 100% of the time comes back to bite you.
Every time.
It always does.
Her cutting this right now is probably the best step she can take for her future, I think.
Yeah, it makes you a lot of money. It gets you a lot of viewers really fast, but it hurts your community really bad in the long run.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is she's going to lose people over this, but at the same time, she'll have a much healthier outlook, like I said. There's a certain crowd that if you're acting like their girlfriend, they're going to treat you like their property.
Yeah.
And that's not, that is a crowd. And if you want to accommodate that crowd, then you're more than welcome to. I'm not going to say it's good, bad, or indifferent, but it is a limiting factor.
It's just that always clashes with the rest of your normal community when you do that. And I will just blatantly admit, I've looked through her Twitter before, and this was months ago when I was looking through it, there was a couple of people that they literally responded with really upsetting things on every single one of her Twitter posts. Every single one of them. So those fans like that, she's going to lose them. But
they're not the fans you want to keep. If I'm now going to talk from what little experience I have. Cultivating a community is difficult work.
Yeah.
We don't have a ton of constant view. We don't have 1,000 subs. We don't have 100 subs, and like that's fine. We grow as we do, and hopefully the people that we picked up along the way are quality folks.
We have a handful of people that are following us week by week now. So.
Exactly, and that's what we want, and we want quality folks. We want there's part of a healthy community where you have to trim the fat every once in a while. Yeah, and this is like most of the really good communities I've seen online that have been persistently good for several years. They're maintained. And unfortunately, a part of that maintenance is sometimes you gotta kick people out of the community, and you should never base it on discriminatory factors. You should base it on their behavior. Like if they're bad actors, they're bad actors. That's just what it is. And I feel like this is a fell swoop on getting rid of a lot of bad actors very quickly.
This is just speculation on my part. More than likely, she probably started doing this a little bit. And it worked. And like everything, it was a slippery slope. She kept doing it, and it just continued to escalate to a point where she was no longer comfortable with it.
And that's I think where we are again, I'm going to point this out from our perspective. You have to, if you recognize an unhealthy pattern, you have to adjust for it, and you have to figure it out. And you have to be like, that's not good. I have to stop it. We just spent 2 weeks with the best numbers we've had since we started the podcast because we were talking about the drama news. And all of us actually came to the same conclusion at the same time, independent of each other, actually, which was we can't become a drama channel. We don't want to be a drama channel. We want to keep talking about the fun, good side, the happy things that make us enjoy the VTubing community. And so that's the other reason why we've made it a point specifically to say we're not going to speculate on speculation. We're not going to just keep regurgitating the same stuff that people are puking onto the internet, from the bad parts of their brains. It's a race to the bottom at that point, and it gets you views and it gets you numbers. And if that's what it takes to get views and numbers, I don't want it.
Yeah. That being said,
So
Like-
for her, like if she's got this community and she recognizes the toxicity of it, and she recognizes that it's a race to the bottom, and that eventually it's gonna bite her in the ass,
Yeah.
she's making the right choice by just cutting it off before it becomes, for lack of a better term, malignant.
Yeah, she even said she doesn't like doing this type of content, and now she didn't actually address herself what the content is that she was talking about. This is just from people that were actually members that looked and saw what she was deleting and then put 2 and 2 together. But I mean, I didn't know anything about this. Like, there were hints of it from public streams that she was kind of like that, but it was not really that noticeable.
Yeah.
It was no more noticeable than any other VTubers. And just hearing about it now, it's like, well, I liked all of your regular content anyway. I'm just going to keep watching your normal content.
And that's the thing, is she's still a good entertainer. She's still really like fun to watch, and she's entertaining. So like you're still going to get the quality content that you want as long as what you're after isn't GFE. So
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. In my opinion.
Still waiting for my Yuko merch.
It'll show up someday. You have to keep the faith, Carlos.
Maintain yourself, brother.
Is she gonna go back to doing P streams? That's the real question.
Speculation on my part. I don't think she's going to be returning to P streams.
That's fair. That's probably for the best.
I know we're not speculating, but
As it turns out. I'm pretty sure even Mozu's just like, please don't talk about the P stuff anymore.
you guys are really weird about the P stuff. Why do you keep bringing up the P stuff?
Well,
It stands out in people's minds when you guzzle your own pee.
well, anyway, Yuko is already done. She's already posted like a short 10-minute vlog, like hiking video, and that I watched right after that.
You call them vlogs.
Yeah.
I'm a vlog guy myself. Cameron, break the tie.
Video blog.
Oh my god. You fence sitting shit.
I don't think about that
This
stuff
is on
that
both
hard.
sides
I'm
of the
sorry.
fence.
It's just, I don't know. That's one of the. What do you call it? Let us know in the comments below. All right, but yes, so she's back, and that's what's good, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I cut you off there, but I just like had a moment of like.
Thank you for bringing that to my mind. I have literally never thought about that before.
What to call that?
Yes.
That's a. I don't know. I mean, it makes sense either way, but it's just one of those things. I've always called it vlogging.
But yeah. She did her little hiking thing. It was 10 minutes of her, like, she said it was just her trying her best. It was her first time ever doing this. And it was very obvious this was her first time ever doing this.
Sometimes you have to break the habit by changing your own the situation you're in and your surroundings.
Yeah.
So this is frankly, anytime somebody touches grass, it's usually for the best. Don't get et by a bear. Don't get eaten by a bear. That's the best I can tell you. Don't do that. That'd be bad. Uruka is not that friendly in real life.
No comment.
I'm sure she's lovely. She has 400 children though, so don't get between her and the cubs. I do like the fact that she said, "I'm such a fucking zoomer. I touch grass and immediately start recording it though."
Yeah.
It's funny also to me, just as like a concept, that there's so many people that like we live in a rural area, right? We can literally pick a direction and walk, and we'll hit woods in like 5 minutes.
There is a deer outside my house.
Yeah, he lives in the woods.
And by outside my house, I mean every night of my entire life so far.
Yeah,
With
they're
my
like
time.
pets
Yeah, that's what we call them.
with delicious meat inside.
They're antler rats. Forest puppies.
Forest puppies. Anyways, though, like it's one of those things where like definitely go out and experience nature. Definitely make sure you know what you're doing and you learn about what you're doing before you do it. And don't eat mushrooms in the woods unless you really know what you're doing.
Good.
Or you're looking for a real good time or a real bad time.
Mostly bad.
Mostly bad. There are many poisonous mushrooms out there. Be careful. All right. Any other thoughts on Yuko being back? I like Yuko. I think she's genuinely really entertaining, and I'm glad she's back.
Yeah. Looking forward to see what kind of stuff she's going to do.
I mean, that's the thing that I guess is really good right now. We've got a lot of people that are going through bad times. We've got a lot of people that are like graduating and moving and transitioning jobs and all this other stuff. But we've got a lot of people that have come back. Yuko's back. Panko just came back from her anxiety problems.
Like 75% of Hololive EN has come back.
Oh my God, Gura's streaming semi-regularly and it's amazing. She did a karaoke this week.
I saw her unarchived karaoke.
It was really, really good.
Wall. Gwumbus, welcome back.
Yeah, Grumbo. Gabs Goobs. So yeah, it's we have to look at the good side too, right? That's try and focus on it. Excuse me. All right, but next up, Face Connect has gone real hard on some Valentine's Day merchandise. That one's my favorite. They've got a ton of stuff available right now. They've got a bunch of new acrylic stands of bunny girl variants of a ton of different folks.
Those are something else, all right.
Yes, they've got acrylic panels. They've got a sticker sheet you can buy. There's all sorts of voice packs. And of course, there's Dokimakaras.
A lot of them.
There are so many Dokis.
I actually I put a count of them in here somewhere. They currently have 19 of them for sale right now.
Now, by the time this podcast goes up, it's basically too late for you to order these, right?
No. It will be too late to order one of them. But you will be cutting it very close. The pre-order period for these ends anywhere from the 28th. Most of them are the 28th, 29th. Some of them are a little bit into March. From what I could see, Jellies is the only one that ends on the 23rd.
Oh, it's a jelly Doki. That's kind of weird. It's really cute, though. Oh, my goodness.
Most of these Dokis are not remotely of the lewd variant.
Oh my God, Nasa's.
Yeah.
Nasa's is fucking adorable, bruh. What a fucking cute dragon. I wish I could understand what she's saying.
If I could understand her, I would absolutely watch her more.
Yeah, exactly. She's just a sweetheart. So yeah, you've got a Siasaroxis, you've got Hakka Yori, you've got Rie, you've got Jelly, Panko, Lumi, Shisui. Wow, just everybody's here. Of course, you've got Pippa and Tenma. How could you not? You've got Uruka. Uruka's is really cute too. I like it a lot. She's got that expression, man. She's ready for more cups.
Oddly enough, I think Pippa's might be the most lewd.
Oddly enough.
You get to see the dogs.
You get to see. Hold on, let me get this open. I gotta take a look at the dogs. Wow.
Wait. Go to the next one.
Wow. She got that butt on display. Impressive.
That's
You got the Pippa peeking out.
sus.
There's Sheena, of course. You've got Ember Amane. Wow. Remilia. You've got Irie. You've got Dizzy. Wow. You've got. I'm saying wow because there's a hint of lewdness in this Doki.
Okay, Mr. Wilson.
I'm not just trying to be like
Owen Wilson.
wow. Look at my fucked up nose. Wow. Maybe you shouldn't have a fucked up nose. Amy, Arena, of course, NASA. Buy the NASA one right now. And then you've got, how can I? Oh, it's Leah. Duh. I was like, that's not her name. What is her name? Her name's Leah. Wow. Look at Amy's.
Your wow's going to burn into my brain.
Wow. These are basically, if you're a highbrow fan of beautiful fan art, then buy yourself a Doki. They're around $90 for the most part, looks like.
Yeah. If you spend more than $150, it's free shipping.
Better buy two.
Just to be safe.
All right. Everybody pick two right now.
Saya and Nasa.
There you go. I like how you've looked ahead.
I had already picked two of my favorites days ago when I saw these.
Wow, I really like Panko's. It's so cute. Wow, I hate how much I like Panko's. It's so cute.
There's like 5 or 6 of them that I really, really like, and I am not spending $400 on Dokis.
Just to hang them up behind us on the fucking podcast set, basically. I do like Uricas a lot. I'd probably do. I would definitely do Nasus because it's really cute, and then probably Panko, just because they're. I think adorable things are adorable.
There's a couple of the.
But Uricas is my other pick, I guess.
Yeah, I just say like Sheena and Irie. They're 2 of like my favorites, like from Phase Connect. But I also don't really care for their like Dokis that much in this. So.
Yeah. I mean, like the ones that I watch the most are Uruka, Tenma, and Pippa, and don't get me wrong, they're all really nice, but I'm after the adorable things, as previously stated. Not that I'm buying any Dokis. That is the line I refuse to cross currently. Although I did used to say I'd never own an anime figure, and now I've got a few. So
I broke the Doki line last year. I gave up part of my soul.
Yeah,
Straight to hell.
straight to hell. Cameron, we haven't gotten an answer from you. I vamped for as long as I could for you.
I'll get back to you.
You just pick one right now.
I gotta converse with my lawyers first.
You just got to pick one.
I'm under NDA.
Cameron, I'm asking you politely.
I don't really feel a strong connection.
All right, fine.
You can't just pick a Doki willy-nilly and not mean it.
Just look at Nasa, though. Isn't she adorable?
She's a dragon.
She's a dragon girl. You gonna say no to that?
It might kill me.
That's part of the thrill. All right, buy a Doki today or don't. Whatever. Congratulations to BriAtCookiebox, that is, on 10,000 subs.
Congrats.
Yeah, welcome back to streaming after your slightly extended vacation. We talked about Bri, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
She's a really cool VTuber. Again, she streams primarily on Twitch, right?
YouTube.
She's as I was saying, she's a YouTube streamer. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, she just had like a week break and has come back and started streaming like crazy again.
Oh, very nice. So yeah, like I said, I haven't watched a whole lot of Bri, but every time I do, like, she's super entertaining. So 10K is well deserved, and on to many more. Any other thoughts, comments, concerns?
I'll just have to check more of her content out. That's not Baldur's Gate, because I actually am still actively playing that.
And I am aggressively anti Baldur's Gate. I tear them down at every. I just haven't played it. Following that up, somebody put a note in here about Laimu.
That's our boy Carlos.
Yeah.
Limalicious, she got her silver YouTube play button,
Well,
which you
fucking
get
right.
for 100,000 subscribers. So
She
congrats to
is
her as well.
Fucking great.
Laimu is up there on entertaining VTubers.
And she is a Twitch streamer.
Yeah.
And she is a Twitch streamer.
And got her YouTube silver play button.
I mean, she's out here killing it. She's with Cameron's favorite folks, the Vine Sauce Boys.
Yeah, the Vine Sauce Boys. Even though it's like a very like loose community anymore, it's kind of weird to even say it that way anymore. There's been like something bordering on not even drama, just the fans like, is Vine Sauce even a thing? And the main Vine Sauce Boy replying, was it ever a thing? It was just a group name we used for like a year, and then we all start doing our own things. But all the same,
It's just, it
fucking
doesn't.
love Laimu.
I was gonna say, it doesn't sound like anybody's angry. It's just like, you know.
The only people who are angry are the people who like wants it to be a thing more than it is. And the answer is it was never a thing. They just sometimes hang out and do charity streams together.
We don't need to put labels on things, baby. Just
They're friends, not coworkers.
there you go.
Calm down.
They'll collab when it feels right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like us.
Yeah. Fellas.
I guess it didn't feel right.
Is there anything else we want to talk about in the news bits before we jump into the music?
I think that's it.
Breaking news, Hachima's going to play genital jousting.
All right, I know what I'm doing.
That's a sentence that is perfectly crafted. Good for her.
Good for her.
Good for her.
I hope she manages.
Just don't be a dick about it. Ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da. All right, let's chat music real quick. Hololive ReGloss has done a full collab cover of Gimme Chocolate by Baby Metal. This was previously covered recently by Fuamoko with Chloe.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. There's
Got
a
it.
lot of Gimme Chocolate perms floating around apparently.
One more is the time. Can we get up to 3?
We're gonna find out. So yeah, it's a cute little video as you might expect. It's got chibi versions of all the gals from ReGloss. Oh my god, look at that Hajime. Oh my god, look at that Raden. All very cute. Kanden Ao, and of course, the other one. Ririka. Ririka is the other one, of course.
And here we see the VTubers interacting in their natural habitat. A cover of Gimme Chocolate.
Thank you, Sir David Attenborough.
What's happening?
It's just
Where are
not.
the lemurs and the birds?
We're just lucky to have you. We're lucky to have you cameo. All right, Banzoin Hakka.
That's our boy.
That's our purple boy from Holostars EN. No wait. Yes.
Hollow Stars EN.
Yes.
There he is.
Yes, he's an English-speaking lad. Has done a cover of Choo Choo Lovely Muni. Money.
Muni, Muni.
All right, I'll be honest. I haven't heard this.
I don't know this one either.
It's a farcical metal song. It has 2 claims to fame. Number 1, the song had a kind of like semi-viral animation set to it. Number 2, it features heavily in Chainsaw Man later on.
Oh,
Gotcha.
gotcha.
On top of that, it's also just a baller song.
I'll have to listen to that later.
He did an extremely good cover. What I would say is of note is there's 2 types of vocals in it, screamo, and then like this higher pitch part I think is done by a woman. But now I don't know because he did that part perfectly. I told him as much and got a heart.
Nice.
Yeah. The boys are very nice. They've hearted every comment I've ever done. This leads me to believe they're nice boys.
Good-natured lads.
What a bunch of trustworthy lads. I would trust them with my home and all my cats and jewelry.
Fair enough.
They can house it.
That's a lot, but yeah, I believe it. I think they're all trustworthy.
I am a lot. I'm so much.
You know what else is so much? That Roca Rourin did a piano cover of Ghost by Hoshimachi Suisei.
Put it on the bingo card, boys.
Hilmo, kawaii.
So yeah, it was an Idol EN covering a Hololive song.
Good. I support this entirely. Was it a good cover? I haven't heard this, but I'm very excited to listen to it
It
now.
was really good. It's
Roca has an amazing voice.
Yeah. This cover is very, very different from Suisei's original because it's a piano version, but it's still really well done.
God, I wish I'd listened to this before we recorded because it's actually really exciting because it's 2 folks that I really like a lot. Roca is just a fantastic musician in her own right. And then you've got, obviously, the Suisei connection, which is all that I need in order to be on board. So this is going to be a, right after this podcast, I'm going to listen to this music video situation kind of thing. So, but any other thoughts on it right now? Or?
No, it was really good.
Hell yeah. Futakuchi Mana has done a cover of Vulgar by Utsupi.
Fuck you, I'm reading this verbatim. Love me some metal.
I have completely fallen out. I have not listened to Utsupi's music in I don't know how many years.
My question is, have I ever listened to Utsupi? I'm going to do a YouTube search.
He does like screamo Vocaloid music.
That Miku do be screaming.
Futakuchi Mana is the one that did a cover with Obi Katie Cat recently?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I had that right.
She is in fact actually a VTuber. I didn't even know that for sure at the time. Because
Wow,
I've
the
only
key art for this song is fucking phenomenal.
I've only ever heard her music. I have literally never been to her channel before this.
There's something about a woman with a
Go on.
really, really cool top holding a fountain pen. What did you think I was going to say?
You know what? I'm not sure.
This key art's fucking fire. It's so good.
So yeah, I didn't. I mean, I guess I should have assumed that he still made like Utsu was still making music, but yeah, this is like I think the original for this came out like 7 months ago. So I was just happy to hear it.
Cool.
Oh my god, I just realized. Banzoin's doing this fucking stream. We pointed out how it's old. He has Hakka camped unregistered too, scrolling in the background.
Amazing.
I appreciate that.
Cameron, have you listened to Utsupi?
No. I looked through. I don't recognize a single Utsupi. But most of the thumbnails had ass in it. So it can't be that hard to get into.
That's an expression on your face right there.
You're showing me a music video.
Yeah.
I think my expression is on the right path.
VDere did a first full cover of Dreamin' Choo Choo.
Yeah.
From one end to the other.
That's a Valentine's Day thing, right?
Yep.
Dreamin' Choo Choo. Is that the song?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I feel like you just awakened my sleeper cell. The fuck's this from? Why do I recognize?
Originally?
Oh, that's why I watched that.
It's because Amelia and Kiara did a cover together.
I watched this and that 40 trillion fucking times.
It was like 2 years ago. I think they made their version of it.
Yep.
But
I watched it.
I'll be honest, I was trying to figure out where I do that from, but yeah.
This
is the answer, teammates in KFP. That's us.
Two great tastes that taste great together.
That's not even where I heard it. I've known the song way before that. So
I apologize. This has been a Jonkler event. The Jonkler from Arkumasulum has emerged from the haunted mime factory. I apologize for that.
Not the Jonkler.
There is no warning for the Jonkler. He likes to pull his little riddle and tricks whenever he wants.
So
Tomfoolery down.
Bits. There it is.
Riddle me this, Batman.
There it is.
Who are you sub to?
So the four members of VDere, who we've talked about in the past, that took part in this Dreamin' Choo Choo cover, are Mozumi Peachy, Irie Virdis, Elias Stellaria, and Kiraspika. And the fun thing is I didn't have to look up any of their names because I actually genuinely like all of them. They're really fun to watch.
The song is screaming in my head. I feel like I have no choice. I'm dying. I can't go on like this.
It's okay, Cameron. We're almost through.
3 minutes or two.
Da-da-da-da-da.
No! Get out of my head.
That's all the music news. There's no more music
There's
news.
no more music
No
news.
more VTubers have produced music in the previous week.
There was none other.
Unless which we're very wrong about.
No, we're correct.
And if you'd like to correct us, please do so in the comments as always. We really appreciate it. I love being wrong.
I'm always wrong.
That's why I do it so often. All right.
Favorite stream moments.
There was no good streams this week.
All right, that's
Thank
it
you
for this
tuning
week.
in.
No, motherfucker.
Carlos's heart breaks audibly.
Oh, we are not fucking skipping out on my girl, Sarah Sfana, throwing out the Riz and Max.
This gondola, I can't even fucking do this. This gondola piloting, fucking Kieran.
She's spitting French in the Italian rivers.
She's out there in this Italian town of Vuvuzela, busting fat rhymes. Rowboating everyone's ass through town. I think I've broken. I'm sorry.
So, oh no, almost had another Jonkler moment. Fauna did another one of her famous green screen streams where she uses repurposed video footage, very similar to her elephant safari adventure. This time for Valentine's Day, she has taken us on a gondola ride through the scenic, is it Italy?
I don't know.
Who knows?
It was probably Venice. Italy.
Most likely Venice.
Famous for their gondolas.
Very funny because alongside her usual choice picks and karaoke, we also have the chat being utterly distracted by her rowing technique, by her usage of French in Italy, by the tourists taking photos in the gondola footage. Like they're just riding by. She's like, no pictures, please. No pictures.
I don't. If I see Sarah's fauna in real life, I'm taking a picture.
This whole time, as her left arm is just rowing, like in a constant rowing animation, the entire stream.
At least there's one thing that tops this off more than anything else, and that is her singing "Row, row, row your boat."
There's something about Fauna. I know we've been having this conversation for a year. She has just hit the vein of like some strange brand of comedy, and she has like mastery of it. Like she's scoring criticals all the time, but it's so weird and specific.
It always is. And like if she fucks something up, there is like an exact 50-50 chance that she's going to be like, "Oh no, oh no, oh no," or "Oh no." Anyway, it's so hard to predict which way if she's going to zig or if she's going to zag. You know what I mean? Like
she's both unpredictable and yet at the same time not too chaotic. She just strikes me as like the ultimate.
She's the coolest grandma.
Yeah. She's just struck such a specific chord of humor, and that's her chord. She loves that style. I feel like every stream with Fauna is as Fauna as it can be. I never feel like she's compromising her vision.
That's very fair. It's always funny to me too because like if you watch like VTubers like I generally do, you see a lot of collabs and everybody has their collab face basically. Mm-hmm. And then whenever you tune into one of their individual streams, they just drop that fucking mask so far, and then just like they become this weird, different, unhinged version from what you always see in collabs. Yeah. And it's amazing. I watched a Mumei solo stream once and I almost died because I just like my brain couldn't keep up.
Oh my god,
she was pissing on stuff as a dog.
Yeah, watching Mumei play Wolf Quest is like she's in her own fucking world and she does not care if you're caught up.
Her and Shiori both do that.
Yeah, it's over the top at times. Yeah, like Fauna's talking to the chat. Mumei's talking to herself. There's a strong difference. I love them. I love them both for the different things you get from them. But like, oh my god, I can hang with Fauna a lot easier than I can hang with Mumei if I'm honest.
Fauna sweep.
Fauna sweep. Mumei claw. I don't know. She's a bird. Carlos, do you have any thoughts on Fauna being a gondolier?
I feel like we stole all this.
Fondolier.
It was a good
That's
chill.
not right. That's a bad word.
Funny joke.
Funny joke.
That was a good chill stream.
That's good. It's always nice to get those. Tell me about the Baycademy telephone game.
This was not a chill stream.
No. Did you watch this?
So I saw a little bit of it. That's pretty much the theme of the week. I saw like a million streams, but 4 minutes of each of them. But I've seen the important moments. My Oshibe. Oh my god.
This stream was utter chaos from start to finish.
Mm-hmm. I believe that.
So they're playing the telephone game. How I had to try and get from one person to the final one, the saying, one at a time, with the catch being Bay had picked one saying from each person's like accent, and then they had to try and pass that down. And what I mean by that, it was Bay was hosting it, so she started off with Narissa. She picked something very Midwest with lots of hardcore English Midwest slang to it.
Oh, let me scooch by you, hun. Something like that, I'm sure.
Yeah. And so other ones,
that's actually what it was.
Exactly what it was.
I'm a genius.
You are. You get her.
We're getting married.
I would fucking hope you'd know how to phrase it considering your plans.
What are my plans? Don't make it that fucking.
You Culvers.
Oh yeah, okay. Let's not fucking make it sound like I'm gonna kidnap the woman though. Like Jesus Christ, I'm gonna drive to a Culver's and eat a fucking sandwich. I'm not gonna abduct Narissa Ravencroft.
You're right. We did call those off. There was no good logistics. To
It's
that.
really hard to figure out where she's at.
To be honest, I was really a sway hit when I learned it was illegal.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean that's the other thing. Once you get the law involved.
Yeah, like if it's not fun for everyone, then
Not just regular law, bird law.
Oh, I don't know anything about bird law.
You can't fight with bird law.
There's almost no bird law experts out there. Carlos, carry on,
So
please.
the exact phrase is, "Oh, let me just squeeze right past you there,"
Yeah.
and
which is the same fucking thing, basically. I'm so proud of myself right now.
But the other people that participated in this, so she had Kobo in here, she had Kyla in here. They were there for the Indonesian side of things,
Gotcha.
and also just for like, well, the Indonesian side, and also a little bit on the English side too. Give some modicum of sanity to this, which Kobo did not help with at all.
No.
She's the anti that.
But then the other two, the greatest Japanese speakers in all Hololive, Hajime and Miko.
Bro, you can't expect them to transfer an English sentence down the line when they can't even speak Japanese.
Japanese speakers can't understand their Japanese.
I did see a clip of this. All right, this is how I live my life, one clip at a time. And it was Hajime trying to transfer a phrase to Narissa, and it was like oh my god, that her Japanese just nyans everywhere, and like
She also just appears to like completely cut words off at random sometimes. Like the very first saying that attempted to get passed down to her, they said it was in English. They said it to her in English, and she attempted to say it. The entirety of everything that got said to her was immediately lost. None of it made any sense at all.
can you imagine trying to play this? Like, I don't speak Japanese. If I had to do this in Japanese, I'd be losing my mind.
I couldn't do it in English.
Oh man! But speaking of the Japanese, Bae and her
I'll never forgive them. Go ahead.
Bae and her infinite wisdom, the Japanese saying that she picked for this game was a Japanese tongue twister.
Oh my god.
Oh, can I try this?
Go ahead.
Banana no nazo, banana no nazo, hamada nazo nanodazo. Banana no nazo, hamada nazo nanodazo. Wow.
That's a great segment.
I'm trying my best. It translates into English as, the mystery of the banana is still a mystery.
I agree.
Let us consider.
Now imagine Bae sitting there as they screamed at each other for 15 minutes attempting to pass it on.
That sounds right. That sounds good.
And Kobo getting extremely angry at all of this.
Banana. If you've never watched the clip of just every time Botan said the word banana, I recommend it. Banana. Any other thoughts on them playing telephone game, though?
It's a wonderful stream.
There's
from
a
start.
moment we're not legally allowed to move past. There's a very important moment.
Go on.
I think it was during this part where Bae was trying to transfer "G'day, mate. Haven't had brekkie yet, so might go on Macca's run soon. My shout." That hits Indonesia. I don't know what happens, but I think it's Kobo. She sneaks in the phrase "Jidong." No one fucking knows what Jidong is. It goes to Kaela. It gets to the end, and they're like, "No, we got it right." And Bae's like, "No, where the fuck did Jidong come from?" Kaela and Kobo both reply, both agreeing to gaslight her wordlessly. Jidong was in the start.
I fucking love these trolls. Jidong.
Bae gets so fucking upset.
My other favorite.
That explains the tweets that I saw from Bae screaming about Jidong.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Carlos.
My other favorite thing was when she was doing that was it ended up getting to Hajime, and then it came back around to Kobo and Kaela. So it started off with Australian slang. It ended up being with whatever Hajime turned it into. And then it ended up with Kaela and Kobo attempting to retranslate it back into English.
My head hurts.
And Narissa got it on that too. They're like, I can kind of understand somewhat what you're saying. I'm going to actually change it back into what I think the English words were supposed to be.
And this is
They just love telephone game there.
something completely understated. I think Bae wasn't anticipating from it. Kobo's known for chaos, but something people forget is a much larger component to her humor. She's very, very, very willing to play out the bit and do it as dryly as is needed. We know Kobo's chaotic. She fucking won an award for it.
Yeah.
But we forgot how much she fucking loves to gaslight people and lose herself to the bit.
She gaslit Bae so hard that Bae thought she was legitimately getting angry.
The Indonesian Wikipedia made a post saying, we've been hearing about Jadon lately. Maybe you mean Jason. Oh yeah, Jadon my soul.
Jadon my soul.
Keep calling it Jadon
Jadon
my soul.
Bae was freaking out on Twitter, by the way, because Jadon my soul was fucking trending.
Yeah.
She was like
Yeah.
losing her mind about this shit.
Like I said, this was fucking vital to mention. This was probably the biggest Hololive moment of the week. Besides, of course, Madam Web.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Where did Jadon?
That's pretty accurate.
There is no Jadon, Kaela. No Jadon. Where's the Jadon Bae? You missed it. Like, fucking memes. Memes are flying fast and heavy. Get your head down. You're going to get hit by a random Jadon. Holy
Listen,
fuck.
there's going to be Jadon.
I'm going to laugh when I find out Jadon means dick or something. Like, what does this word mean?
We don't know. They don't know. I Googled Jadon. I learned nothing. It's just nonsense.
It don't mean nothing.
I don't know, Duolingo. Help me out.
Ay. Well,
Jadon my soul.
Jadon my soul.
Give me a beat, boys. Jadon my soul.
Want to get lost
In
your-
telephone. Drift away. Or I guess in Hajime.
I love every time she has anything to do with anyone.
She collabs so weird.
I have a clip of my friends, like, maybe a couple months. I don't have this. He sent it to me, but I didn't keep it because I feel maybe it'd be weird. But he sent me a picture of his baby, who's a couple months old.
Yeah.
Watching the Hajime, like, half-hour-long repeat and just being fucking transfixed, and it's adorable. Because this kid is, like, a couple months old and is just like, what is that?
I feel like if you let that kid watch her much longer, it's going to be like the one guy who taught his son, like, the Star Trek language. And by, like, year 4,
Well, that's the thing.
they spoke it way too fluently and they had to cut it the fuck off.
The baby can probably already understand Hajime.
It's Hajime's target audience.
There
The
you
next
go.
generation. This isn't, she's not speaking the wrong Japanese. She's just too early.
There you go.
Good shit, good shit. Okay.
Okay, moving on. Coney Confetti did a Say-So eye tracking challenge. I saw some clips from this. Thank you, Carlos, for helping with that regard. Yeah, what a wholesome and Say-So activity to just show people what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Surely nothing lewd or lascivious took place.
What did she look at?
What?
What did she look at?
What did she look at?
Some very, very tasteful art that she knew all of the artists by name.
Impressive. Did it feature a lot of skin?
I mean, we're humans. We have lots of skin.
I'm only human.
After all. So this was her Valentine's Day stream? Is that what happened? Or
that was one of them that she
one of
did.
One of the streams that Coney Down did. Just, you want to run us through it, I guess?
Actually, she was just looking at a lot of like video game and anime themed artwork. And
I
with
see
an eye-
both
with an eye
male
tracker.
and female. artwork.
male and female.
Equal opportunity ogler.
Perv.
Some of it was entered by her, and some of it was actually blind submitted by chat. So
Can I just... I'm just going to have to ask you about this last quote that you've included here. Where apparently at some point she claimed that she was going to goon.
yeah,
How did that go?
she just kept saying that over and over again. It's like that's a very, very appropriate thing. You need to say that in public.
Yeah, it's a good catchphrase. I think I might adopt that.
I will hold you to that.
I was not sure where that sentence was going.
If you walk that path, I'll make sure you enjoy every step.
We did get some character art insights, though.
Oh, really?
That Poco is for armpits. Lucky Pie.
These are the idol yen girls, by the way.
Coney is for feet. So you got them. She got the dogs out. I'm guessing this is like the focus of what their fan arts are.
According to her.
Okay. Kai is for the booba. Roca is for belly enjoyers. And then Momo is for the butt fans.
Yes.
So artists, this is a guide that it's a simple flow chart. Just got to follow it. And you can know who to draw from Hollow Idol Yen. Sheesh, I am losing my mind tonight. Fuyo Cloverfield, though, of Idol Yen,
I love that.
did a Valentine's Day ASMR. How was the ASMR?
It was good. I just wanted to point out that she did in fact do something like this for those that wanted to know what random Valentine's Day things are out there. There was so much. I just literally picked a couple of things and watched them.
But was it cute?
Yes.
That's good. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. All right, now tell me about the Hag Connect Valentine's Day after show featuring Dizzy Dokuro, Rooney Ruse, Chisaka Irie, and Kaminari Clara. Is Clara a hag?
They're all self-proclaimed that, I guess.
Yeah, fuck it. I mean,
well, I guess Irie wasn't exactly in on it, but everyone bullied her into it. So.
Okay, so it sounds like we had a lot of fun conversation here, a lot of interesting questions asked, a lot of potentially good answers.
It was an hour and a half of just unhinged talk by the four of them. So.
Okay. If you want unhinged talk from FaZe Connect, boy, first of all, you're eating good every day. But here's just a nice concentrated meal for you. It's like those nutrient pellets.
Yeah. They talked about their taste in men and embarrassing love stories.
This guy.
I'm the target demographic.
Well, the one thing I will remember to say, Clara pointed out, it's like she likes older men. Her age range for men is 25 to 75.
I'm within that range.
And she said every year it gets older by about another 10 years.
Shh, I can't keep up with that pace.
Fucking time dilation.
She's like, I'm into 85-year-olds now. Oh, wow.
I love the young people.
Like that Irie just wants someone to spend time with her. That's like, oh, I get it. What a fucking note.
They picked on her so hard for that too. They're just like, wow, everyone has these deep, thoughtful things, and they're like, you just want somebody to literally to spend time with.
Imagine. Oh my God. Rooney wants someone dependable to spoil her, so she wants to be a sugar baby. I see. Mm-hmm. And then Dizzy wants to marry someone with good genes. I only wear Levi's, so.
I'm not even wearing jeans.
So sorry, lady. Look somewhere else.
I looked up a donor catalog for genetics during the stream.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, the jizz shop. That's what we call it. Cameron, are you all right?
Keep going.
Standard FaZe Connect talk.
Yeah, that's fair. You got some embarrassing love stories. Tenma's cursed art tag.
Have you seen any of that?
No.
I have not either. I'm afraid to look.
Is it just an 18+ tag or what?
I don't even know what it is, but everybody that looks at it has freaked out.
I don't know. And then One Piece characters would all smell terrible, apparently.
True.
They're stuck on boats for long periods of time. Like,
that's addressed. The Thousand Sunny has a bath on it.
But there are characters who choose not to be. I'm going to bet it was Rooney who brought this up. She's the Denizen One Piece goblin.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Rooney. Appreciate you.
She said that she will graduate when One Piece ends.
That's pretty baller. That's pretty strong. She still got a good 10 years at the company then.
One of my favorite things that came out of this stream too, though, was Irie. It got to the very end. They're like, "Oh, what's everyone doing for the upcoming week?" And this was before some of the Valentine's Day streams. And we got to the Irie, and she's like, "I'm going to be playing Overcooked 2 for Valentine's Day by myself."
That's a fun game.
Irie. She just needs someone to pay attention to her. She just wants someone to spend time with.
I checked out the stream. She, in fact, did play Overcooked 2 by herself.
I play Overcooked.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we're all fucking falling apart. Pretty sure Dizzy's the one that's playing Overcooked. All right, Mozumi Peachy did a vasectomy stream. Why did you watch this?
I'm sorry, the bait was too hard. I had to.
Ay. Run us through it, Carlos.
She kept getting out all kinds of weird Valentine's Day candy. The first thing that she brought out...
Well, it's a hand cam stream first.
Hand cam stream, yeah.
Gotcha.
First thing she got out was these, like, naked men that were, like, chocolate bombs that, like, in their underwear, which was, the for later on, for the title of the stream.
Okay.
I don't like it. Go ahead.
She just got all kinds of weird stuff. She had like a full-sized like controller, like video game controller that was entirely made out of gummy.
Oh, this is she spent like $1,000 on the stream, by the way. Because she posted the receipt and she's like, I've got something planned. And I was like, what the fuck is... I guess it's Baja Blast and shot glasses, full-size gummy controller.
Yeah. She got one of those, like, I don't know if you two have seen them. For some reason, like, stores have started selling, like, hot sauce and jerky packs for, like, Valentine's Day and holidays and now.
I have not seen that, but I believe it. I mean, something for the bros.
She got one of these out and opened it up. It's like, oh, my goodness, guys. I paid, like, $20 for this thing. And she opens it up and dumps it out. And there is, like, 4 sticks of jerky that are like a ½ inch big.
Oh my god. Yeah, that sounds like those things are always a scam. When they come out with these like specialty items for Valentine's Day, they're always a fucking scam. Dude.
And it had like 3 little like shot bottles of hot sauce in it.
You want to get somebody something nice for Valentine's Day. You go to a local chocolate shop, like your local chocolatier, and you just buy some good chocolates for somebody. That's it. Don't get fucking fancy. Don't go to a big box store. Just go to a local chocolate maker, and then there you go. That's all you have to do. Get good stuff.
Mm-hmm. It was just her making an utter disastrous mess of her table, though.
She had like she's so fucking for this.
She had like the gummy candy pizza Lunchables and tried them.
Scraping melted ibuprofen off her desk, apparently. That's fun. I'm not going to question that. I'm just going to go with it. So,
if you want to watch it, there you go.
There you go. She apparently used dental tools to lobotomize and deface the chocolate bombs.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. She's just ridiculously based. All right.
She does normal streams too, by the way. We just always pick the weird ones.
She does not do normal streams. Yeah, she does. Her Minecraft streams are actually really fun too, honestly. I've watched a few of those. All right. Randon, the Ogre Man, Randon Ogreman, did a Sweethearts Candy taste tier list, which is impressive because they all taste like chalk and earwig honey.
Yeah, he actually took pictures of all of them that he was reviewing.
Best pal. You're kind. Love you, fam. Melt my. Okay, so these are the little chalk hearts that have little like cute phrases put on them.
I remember eating these in elementary school, and it's good to know that not only are the sayings exactly the same as they were 20 years ago, but that the candy has also gotten even lower quality than it was 20 years ago.
It was already chalk dust.
My lord.
All right, I don't even want to stick around on this too long. Did they all taste different?
He was doing like wine tasting reviews on them, and it's like,
does he spit them out?
No, he was eating them.
Huge coward.
You have to decant them first. The sediment.
I appreciate that Flintstone Vitamin tablets were the benchmark for God tier.
Yeah.
I mean, that's quality. That's good. I used to get in trouble because I just wanted Flintstone flavored, like the little flavored Tylenol. So I always
Point. Go ahead.
I always told my parents I had a headache, and they like had to take me to a doctor to get me checked to make sure there wasn't something wrong with my head. And I was like, I just really like Tylenol.
Point of view.
they were
You're
not
feeling
happy.
gross and vomity, or your belly's upset, and your mom goes, "Here's a calcium tablet." You bite into it, and for some reason, it tastes better than like 5 out of 10 candies. It's like, oh,
That's wonderful.
that was.
So there you go. Randon ate a bunch of chalk for us, basically.
Thanks, dude.
Thanks, Randon.
It's a good hour and a half chatting stream.
Poco had a birthday stream. Poco Raccoon of Idol EN. She's now 1 year old. That's all I got from that stream. It was a good stream. It was fun. She was full of nervous energy. She started by eating a cake that had some fruits on it.
What cake?
It was just a cake that had fruits on it.
A fruit cake, then.
Sure, why not? That's about it as far as Poco's birthday. There was a whole bunch of stuff in there. I don't want to get too far into it, mostly because I didn't watch a whole lot of it. I tried, but I only got like a half hour into the damn thing, and it's 4 hours long.
I know the feeling.
I like Poco a lot. She's really entertaining, but I ran out of time, unfortunately.
There's only so much time.
We already talked about the Philly and Doki collab, which I threw in here, but we already talked about it. And then YouTube made me watch a bunch of Buff Pup this week. Mm-hmm. First of all, how dare they? And second of all, thank you. It was really great. I basically, you know how the algorithm works. Every once in a while, it just picks somebody, and they're just like, all right, you're watching this now. And so Buff Pup was all over my recommended, so I ended up watching a bunch of Buff Pup clips. It's really good. It was mostly her just watching TikToks and like doing reactions and stuff, but it's all good stuff. That's what I watched this week.
She is, in fact, a heavy chatting streamer.
Yes.
Yep.
She is very buff, very pup, very furry, really likes werewolves, and likes to chat and watch different stuff and react to it.
I react to stuff too.
Do you?
Yeah, watch.
There you go. You reacted. All right. We are Super Chats Podcast. We're going to show for ourselves real quick here. Thank you to Anime Kino on Twitter for correcting us with the Discord link last week. I really appreciate that. It's important that we get that updated whenever something goes wrong with it. So the correct Discord link is in the descriptions now. And also I posted on Twitter. It should be out there if you want to join us on Discord. We'd be more than happy to chit chat with you. We've been posting memes this week. It's been a meme-y week on the Discord. I like it a lot.
I have moved some of my memes from our private chat over to the Discord server now.
So have I. If you have comments or things that you want to let us know about, any information, birthdays, et cetera, please leave those in the YouTube comments. That way we can get to them. We always really appreciate that. Alternatively, you can also send us stuff on Twitter. We're always happy. Feel free to add us and just let us know what's going on. And of course, through the Discord, you can reach us directly as well. Sometimes I even show up in there and do voice chat just for you. You can say hi. It's fine.
You can say more than hi. You can remind me.
Behave.
I'm sorry. Yes, sir.
Please don't forget to leave us reviews. 5 stars are always really appreciated. That way the algorithm likes us and gets us boosted, especially on Apple Podcasts. That's really important on there as well as on Spotify. Reviews do more than anything else to help us out right now. And of course, the other thing you can do that is fantastic as well is share us around somewhere online that you think people would like us. We talk about VTubers once a week. If you know VTubers that would like to chat with us, then I'd love to do interviews with folks. I think that'd be a really fun thing to do. And if you are a VTuber, feel free to reach out. You don't have to be big. We got no.
We do indie focus for a reason.
Yeah.
We do industry focus. It'd be weird if someone industry reached out at this rate.
But pretty cool. Yeah.
It'd be cool.
Yeah, I'd be down.
We've also had like really fucking rad indies reach out. Holy shit.
Yeah,
We are winning really hard.
We're doing the best we can and we're enjoying it. It's a good time. So if you're having a good time, share the love, as we said. Now we are going to do an indie focus of the week. Carlos, this is you.
All right. I wasn't intending to put this in originally, but Twitter has been bombarding me with his clips for a week or two. So I'm like, all right, fine. I will talk about you. Your clips have been absolutely monstrously entertaining to me. So we're going to be talking about Uo's Lab.
The funny science man.
Oh, no.
He is a PNG VTuber. He's got literally 2 pictures. One of him holding a glass of a green substance, and another of him drinking the glass of green substance, and that is it.
That's what science is.
That's mostly what science is.
Science is when you drink the green fluid.
But he is primarily a hand cam streamer. The vast majority of his streams are that. He does a lot of weird science experiments, primarily of him building really, really weird, oftentimes chat-controlled gadgets that are
Always a good idea.
ambiguously dangerous. So yeah, he's very entertaining from what I've seen of him. I gotta actually watch a whole stream of his sometime, see what he's doing. But yeah, so some of his recent streams. These are some of his streams I took from his Twitch channel just from the last 2 weeks. He's done these. So building a chat-controlled ukulele bot.
Powerful.
Building a chat-controlled capacitor detonator.
Okay.
TM safe. That was in his stream title.
So it just overloads capacitors until they explode, I imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Very straightforward.
This man has a garage.
He does. He has like a warehouse he does these things in.
Unhinged.
That's good.
Valentine's Day mac and cheese candlelight bath.
He filled a tub with mac and cheese and then bathed in it.
Yes.
Yeah, and then he forgot about it for several days.
Building an RGB gamer guillotine that he then used to cut a baby doll in half.
New from Razer.
By the way, I watched the clip of him doing this, and he also stuffed the baby doll with gravy.
Don't ever repeat that phrase, please. That is horrendous. I don't like this guy anymore.
He did that so that he did that before he cut its head off. By the way,
Why else would you do it?
If there's no viscera, there's no party.
Final one. He built a keyboard using raw meat. It worked.
Now he's hurting me.
It worked mostly.
Mostly. Just need something to make the electrical connection. Past that, it's a keyboard. All right, so if you want to be in on this,
Glowing.
check out Uo's Lab, the funny science man. I've seen a lot of his clips on Twitter, honestly. They are really entertaining and very unhinged. All right, let's talk about birthdays real quick. We got Kageyama Shien of Hollow Stars JP. Happy birthday on February the 25th.
I'm happy for you.
Happy birthday. On February 27th, we got Hiyodoshi Ao of Hololive Device. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And on February 29th, we've got Heikos Bales of Hololive English Promise. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Cameron likes the rat.
It's true.
So yeah, I think that's about all we've got this week. Thank you for joining us. As always, we can't wait to see you next week, and have a great one.
Adios, amigos.
See ya.